welcome to the complete breakdown of Mission 5 speedrun. The first thing we need to mention that this level has 4 sections. The first section is our first introduction to the sniper town. Try to think how frustrated you were when you first played this mission. No, I mean the very first time you played this mission. The second section, and the most difficult one, is when you need to escort the tank crew to the King Tiger under extremely heavy fire. The third section is when you and the tank crew make your way to the objective with the King Tiger. The fourth and final section is when you arrive at the bridge and defend it while calling air support. Now, in the first section, your objectives are locate the bazooka team, which is the most important one, and get past the gate into the rest of the town. In order to locate the bazooka team, you have to explore all 4 houses in this particular section. This is our starting point. This is house number 1. This is house number 2. This is house number 3. And house number 4. The reason I enter these houses is not to clear them from enemies, but to walk past the house trigger point. Now if you look at my run, you do see me enter and shoot everyone in or near the house. The reason I do this is to not get too much damage, because I'm constantly getting damage from snipers. I want to explain to you what would happen if you ever, by chance, skipped one of the houses. Let's say I'm starting the mission, but skip house number 1. From there, I'm activating all trigger points of all the remaining 3 houses. Now, it's obvious that the bazooka team won't be in house number 4, because the game already knows I've skipped house number 1. I have to get all the way back to house number 1, and as you can see, the bazooka team is here and the first objective is completed. Let's see where these trigger points in all 4 houses. Now this house has a trigger point in the 3rd staircase. I activate it right now. I'm heading to the 2nd house, and the trigger point here is in the enter of the house. The game thinks I actually entered and explored these 2 houses. The 3rd trigger point is by the end of this staircase here, and that's how I trigger it. Now the bazooka team will wait for me in the 4th house, as you can see right here. So what you saw here isn't really possible without activating God mode. I only activated to show the house trigger points. Now you see me in the run, entering the house and killing all the enemies, and the most important thing, taking as much medkits as I can. Now we have all of our objectives covered. All you need to do is to take the bazooka and shoot the gate. I'm quickly switching to the Colt 45 to skip the slow reload animation of the bazooka. And this is the end of section 1. Hey Jack, what do you say will make this mission a real pain in the ass? Oh, that's a great idea, Mike. What do you have in mind? I thought about having the character move with not a lot of ammo through a ridiculously large number of snipers that are hidden very well, and they also have the ability to play hide and seek with you. Whoa! What do you say about adding them some additional HP? That's not bad at all, Jack. You want to force our character to fight for all this and escort a group of soldiers? We can call them the tank crew. Not a real pain yet. You think that's too easy, huh? Yep. Too easy. So let's have him fail the mission. If 2 of his tank crew soldiers die. We are so bad! Come on, let's do this. Wait! Let's add a tank and a plane. As I've already mentioned at the start, this second section of the mission is the most difficult one. You have to go through hell while escorting the tank crew. The crew are the most important thing here. They cannot die, or you will fail the mission. Right off the bat, you have to deal with a large number of infantry, snipers, a tank, and a plane. Now these 3 soldiers have a boss HP. They can take a ridiculously amount of damage and still be alive. We'll encounter more of these boss HP soldiers later on. Here you see me enter that house for 2 reasons. I want to eliminate the 2 snipers, and second, I want to be in cover while I'm destroying the tank. As soon as I'm done with that, I'm getting outside and trying to get rid of that dude right here. Now, the reason I don't use my sniper rifle is because it's too slow and I prefer a high fire rate. This guy over here is a bit tricky to kill because he's playing with you. I'm taking a chance here and throwing a grenade, hoping that it will do the job. I'm sniping this enemy because you can't really hit him with a Thompson, and if I don't kill him, he will absolutely murder all of my tank crew. Here I'm waiting for an enemy to appear, and all of my actions here are basically like I'm like a robot. I'm looking for the enemies in all of their possible locations. Throwing 2 grenades here to the 2 windows, hoping that my tank crew won't get busy with them and just run after me. I'm getting medkit here, which is good. Trying to eliminate all of the snipers that can potentially kill my tank crew. Now this part is, I took a big risk here not to deal with all the enemies upstairs because they can easily take out the tank crew. I've only dealt with the infantry in front of me because I know my tank crew can't deal with them. I'm quickly rushing downstairs and killing these soldiers with a Colt 45 just to preserve ammo. Now this part is the final showdown. I'm throwing a grenade downstairs to damage them. This dude, if you don't kill him, he can kill all of the crew. They are really having difficulties with him, and sometimes there's 2 of them, but this time only 1. This game is very unpredictable. This part is the really major pain in the ass because you have a lot of enemies here, and some of them have boss HP. I nearly died here. You'll see me fighting with 1 HP. These soldiers are really pushing you to the limit. I know there's a medkit down there, so I do my max pay.
Thank you.
Trick, jump down and shoot while in the air. You need to kill all of them here, and if you don't do that and try to advance to the King Tiger, your crew just stand here and fight 1 lousy soldier, and that can take a lot of time because you can hide behind a door or something, and they just stand there waiting for him to come out. So now this room usually had 3 or 2 soldiers with a boss HP. That guy is one of them. You saw me headshot him and he's still alive. Headshot him, yeah, he's still alive. The other enemy is clearly this guy. You see how many bullets to drop him? Yeah, you saw this. This guy is easy to kill. That's it, you're waiting for the tank crew. Everyone is dead. I'm advancing to the King Tiger, triggering the dialogue, and that's it. This is for section 2. So section 1 and 2 are behind us. Now we're at section 3. That's where we are with the King Tiger. And this section is very easy to speedrun actually. Not too much to say here, but I will say this. Shoot before you got shot at. Shoot the tanks and the cannons. Be quick on the trigger. This section really is a no-brainer, but definitely I failed here a lot. Nonetheless, it's a cool mission, and we are continuing to the final section, section 4. So we arrived at the bridge, at the final section of this mission. Our main objective is to protect the bridge and kill everyone who tries to get to the plunger. After that, the tricky part is to call in an air support on the enemy tanks. Now, obviously, I want to do that as fast as I can. The method here is to call an airstrike in a place the tank will be and hopefully getting a direct hit when the tank gets to the designated area. Let's see another example of this. I'm calling an airstrike before the tank has arrived and I get a direct hit. Now, another important thing is to destroy the buildings because those buildings are used as cover for the tanks. So I destroy these buildings beforehand. The final part of this section is the King Tiger, and when you destroy it and all of the tanks, you complete the mission.